Hey folks, welcome back to another episode of Derek Does Hollywood, as in Paul Hollywood. His book, Paul Hollywood Bake. Today's cheese scones. You want to make cheese scones like this? Stick around. They are some tasty indeed. So welcome back and have a good day, folks. Just follow along, and True North Kitchen is going to show you how to make some cheese scones a la Paul Hollywood. So, here I am at the kitchen table where so much of life happens, and getting ready to make Paul Hollywood's cheese scones. I'm going to use my food processor for this. It makes it so quick, and if you haven't used or seen this model of Breville food processor, it's amazing, especially when all the tools you need are stored right inside. So the first thing I'm going to do is grate the cheese for these cheese scones. So I need the whatever you call that. I'm going to pull out the grating wheel, drop that on top. Oh, that's the fine shredder. I'm going to turn it over. I want the coarse shredder. And the cheese for this, you want about 150 grams, or end result, about a cup and a half of grated cheddar. I have some cheddar cheese here on a plate. I will, okay, let's get this grated up. And there you go. That is grated, and it does a lickety-split job, I tell you. The next thing I'm going to do is take this off of here. I have my cookie sheet ready, my baking sheet ready to cook the scones on with its parchment paper. So I'm just going to tip the cheese out onto that. It looks like I've got almost a little bit too much. That's okay. Nothing like a cheesy scone. So I've got that taken out. Put this back on the base. I don't need this wheel anymore, the grating wheel. What I do want is the metal, cutting curvy thing, whatever you want to call it. I've tried there's a plastic pastry blade, I think they call it. I don't like it. So I'm going to measure out 2 cups of flour, and once again, don't scoop, you'll pack it down, you'll get too much, so pile it in and then scrape it off. So 1 and 2 cups of flour. He says bread flour, but Canadian all-purpose flour is just fine for this application. They're going to be cheesy scones, but that's okay. Now I need a half a teaspoon of fine salt, and this is fine Italian sea salt. Just going to throw that into the food processor, and 2 tablespoons of baking powder. I do have the oven preheating to 425. When you open up your jar of baking powder, I like to cut the seal on top in half and peel half off, so I can just level off a measuring spoon. Just like that. That was a trick my mom used to do. And then I'm going to throw in 3 tablespoons of butter. It says cut into pieces, but because I'm using a food processor, I'm just going to break it into a couple of pieces, and there you go. There's 3 tablespoons of butter. You can easily do this by hand. Use your fingers or a pastry cutter. And I'm going to throw in 1 large egg. I have a room temperature egg. Okay. Then we're going to throw in about a half a cup of milk. And I'm just going to put the top on and give it a few pulses. Okay, it's not coming together yet, but I want to get the cheese in there. And my goodness, I do have lots of cheese. That's okay. I'll throw that in. That's why I did it that way. I don't dirty something else to put the cheese in. Okay, let's just pulse this till it all comes together. And it's not quite yet, so I'm going to drizzle in a little bit more milk. That's about another tablespoon. We just want it to come together in a soft dough. Okay, there we go. Is that moist enough? Not quite. So let me get a little bit of cream to drizzle in, and I'll show you how it all comes together. I've got some coffee cream here. Just going to drizzle that in. Okay. Now we got some action. And it's pulled together nicely. Cool. So, there we go. I think just one more pulse. This is a 600-watt food processor, so it powers through almost everything. Now I'm going to take the top off, get this baking sheet out of the way, get a few other things out of the way. I've got my work surface here on the table. I'm going to put a little bit of flour on the table, and I'm going to tip out this dough. There we go. And get everything out of the food processor. Set that over there. And I'm just going to give it a few quick kneads to pull it all together. It should be not sticky, but just come together as a nice pliable dough. Okay, it's all blended. I hope you can all see what's going on. Next step, this food processor is kind of in the way. Let me just move it. How's that? There we go. I'm going to sprinkle a little bit of flour on top and get busy rolling it out. There we go. And I like a fairly decent scone, so I'm going to leave this about 3/4 of an inch thick. Going to get my floured cutter. Don't twist when you just push straight down. If you twist, you can inhibit its rise. At least that's what they always tell us. So, yeah. There we go. That's how they should look. And there we go. Da, 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 da. Cheese scones. Now there's a couple of options for what you can put on top. I'm going to be using Swiss cheese. One can also use Parmesan cheese. So onto the baking sheet. 2, 3. I've already got 8 so far. Just depends on the size of the cutter. Sometimes I've been known to make this cheese scone recipe and come up with 5 scones because they're big and you can make a sandwich out of them. I can be greedy that way. It's just starting to stick a little bit. So I'm going to put a little bit more flour down, just a little dusting, and knead this together, work it all together again and roll it out again. There we go. That Breville food processor was a bit of a splurge, but I'm so glad. I make coleslaw, I make biscuits, I make pastry. For me, it's well worth every dime, especially the grating the cheese. If I'm making a number of pizzas or something. Okay. So here we have it. 5, 6, 7, 8. I've got 11 scones out of here. I'm going to slide. Oh no, I'm not. I wanted to show that to you. The next step, I've got another egg. These are fresh farm eggs from one of my workmates. So I beat one egg up. Look at that lovely color of yolk. Beat that up good. And then grab my pastry brush and do try to keep the egg just on top, not on the sides, because it can kind of stop it from rising as much. I'm just going to grate this on, or brush this on top. And the oven, like I say, it sounds like it's ready. It's at 425. Okay. Now I want some grated Swiss cheese on top. I have found that Swiss cheese on top of this is even more flavorful than Parmesan. I really do like it. So I'm just going to grate up a little bit of Swiss. And for this, the hand grater's fine because I don't need a heck of a lot. So let's see here. Just about 2 more passes over the grater and we'll be fine. So these are going to go into the 425 oven for 15 minutes. Check those out. They're ready to go in, and by the sounds of the clock, it is 10 in the morning. Fresh cheese scones coming out. Catch up with me in a bit, and I'll show you just how well they turned out. Hey, Cowboys, neighbors, friends. Welcome back to this episode of Derek Does Hollywood, Paul Hollywood. And the timer's gone off. These scones are ready. I'm going to cancel the oven, turn off the light, and look at these babies. Oh my gosh. They look great. I'm going to get them off the cookie sheet. And let's just move you a little bit closer. There we go. These look really good. I'm very impressed with them. And just get them onto the cookie sheet. I've kind of got cast iron fingers after a lifetime of working in kitchens, but these are done. Nicely browned, nicely risen, cheese is melted. Place smells like a bakery. Cheese scones, a la Paul Hollywood, and I tell you what, there's nothing like trying them fresh and hot. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. Got myself a cutting board, a little bread board. It's funny, I bought these years ago. They make great side plates. Oh, I hear a door. Hang on a second. Nigel, are you going to say hello to everybody? Are you going to say hello? Come on and say hello to everybody. Come on, Nigel. Over here. Ho, 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 ho. No, he's a little bit camera shy. But I'm going to split one of these open. They are light and fluffy and cheesy. Steam coming out. Going to spread a little bit of butter on one. And it cooled off in the yurt last night. The butter's just a little bit firm, but that's okay. It'll melt on these. And I'm going to have a taste. Yum, yum, yum. Hope you give them a try. Yep. Light, fluffy, cheesy, and I think they're Nigel approved. Anyhow, another episode of Derek Does Hollywood. Do give cheese scones a try. Thanks for watching, folks. Have a good day.